The sales tax report in Sprout Studio is probably not the report that you want to spend a lot of time in, but it's still something that's obviously really useful and an evil necessity in your business. We all have to collect sales tax. That's a part of running a business. It's a part of being an entrepreneur and being a professional photographer. Now, I don't advocate for using your sales tax report to calculate exactly the money that you have to give your government. You want to use a bookkeeper, you want to use an accountant, and you want to use them because there's going to be all kinds of inputs and information based on other personal expenses that you have, or if you have input tax credits, or if you have write-offs. Like, there's so many variables in calculating exactly what you have to give to the government, exactly what you have to remit to the government in terms of taxes. So please don't take the sales tax report as gospel and saying, well, this is what Sprout told me to give the government, so this is what I'm going to give the government for my taxes. This is more just to give you a guideline. It's to give you an idea and a ballpark to understand, hey, I've collected $10,000 of taxes this year. I should probably keep $10,000 in an account so that I know I'm going to be around there. Now, hopefully, what you actually have to remit will actually be less than what Sprout shows you, because Sprout will not be considering all the other factors that could play in to reduce your tax. But we're not an accountant. We're not your bookkeeper, so please don't take our advice on that. But again, the whole idea is that with the sales tax report, it's going to show you a ballpark. It's going to show you based on what you've charged in Sprout, based on what your tax percentage is that you've told Sprout to charge. Here's how much you've collected through Sprout. And then from there, you can use that to inform what you actually need to be remitting to the government. So you can see here, it's going to show you the tax group. So if you charge more than one different kind of tax, it will show you them tax. I only have one here, but it's going to show you basically each invoice with a link to the invoice and how much was taxable, how much was not taxable, how much tax was actually collected, and how much the total payment amount was. And it's going to show you that for every single one of those invoices for this particular date range. So again, it's just going to give you a rough idea of how much tax you've collected, and therefore how much should you expect to be having to remit to the government at the end of this particular period. And so that's the tax report in Sprout Studio.